Right, welcome back everybody. It's Saturday afternoon. I've done a little bit of work today, but didn't film it. I was just doing some work for family. But what I do want to show you is, if you've watched the last couple of videos, you'll see that I've bought this compressor thing. And I'm sort of getting into the way of spraying by using a compressor. And that's the one you've seen me using. I did the UPVC door with this one. And what this is part of a kit. It's a little Draper kit that I bought. It was only cheap. It was about 35 quid. I've had to buy a few more extra fittings and things just to connect things up, but again, they're only cheap online. And I'm so new to compressor fittings and things, I don't know what's good quality or bad quality at the minute. So probably like a lot of things, you start off buying the cheaper versions and then you realise there's a much better version of it out there. But this seems to have been alright. But anyway, with this great Draper kit, you get this gun, but they also give you this little cutie as well. I mean, that's really, really cute. So I haven't used this yet, so I'm just about to have a little spray, a little play on this bit of plasterboard. So compressors all fill up with air. This has had a little bit of paint diluted in it, and what the paint is, it's a little bit of a Dulux. What's their posh range? Is it Heritage? It was a free sample from Brewers, so I'll just put a little bit in the cup here, and now I'm going to see if it sprays out. I'm not sure what the needle on. Not sure what the needle on this is going to let out, so let's turn the air on this and then we'll give it a little play there. I'm hoping it's going to be really lovely for detail stuff, you know, spindles, architrave, stuff like that, because at the minute after using this compressor for a few little jobs now, I'm convinced that this is the way I want to go for spraying. I don't want anything pump driven anymore, unless it's the like the Abao one that I use for the big ceilings, because obviously you're not going to do big work with these. It's more for the smaller work. So skirting boards, doors and things like that, and they're the pain in the arse jobs really, with brushes and rollers. So if this can be as detailed as, you know, maybe like a little brush, then hopefully it'll eliminate the need not to ever use a sprayer on a job again. So because the washing out is minimal, all you've got to do is literally rinse that cup out and the end of that gun. The hose doesn't fill up with air, with paint at all, it's just full up with air. So the washing out is literally this little thing. You've got no motor to worry about packing up like with a Graco. You know, the motor's only, or the pump's only good for so many litres of paint before it needs changing. So anyway, enough waffle, let's turn this on and see how we get on. Right, airflow is there. So, I don't know if I can bring you in any closer there, really. Yes. Right, there's quite a lot of overspray from that, but I think I've got the air up too high really. I've got an air regulator that I could probably put in that line and turn the air down a bit. It was quite powerful, but for what that was, I mean, that's just emulsion. That's literally emulsion for that little needle. So imagine what you're going to get with like a wood paint, you know, like a decent primer undercoat or top coat. But I'm really impressed with that. Just a bit too much overspray. I just need to get the air down, I think. That's better. I've turned this valve here, this red valve. That's the regulator on the compressor. I've turned that down so the pressure's a lot lower. And it's spraying a lot nicer now. So it's not so fierce. Obviously you can get a regulator in the airline there, but I really don't want to complicate this anymore because it moves so freely. I don't really want another gadget underneath it. So this seems to be working well with the pressure down there. So you can see how easy that is now. I must say I'm mightily impressed with this little gun. I was really not expecting it to put out, you know, paint as thick as emulsions, although I did water it down quite a bit. But obviously you wouldn't use that for emulsion. You'd never want to do a wall with something that small. But I just wanted to make sure it could spray something that, you know, could be quite thick, you know, like a primer, water-based primers and things like that, water-based satins, water-based glosses, and that will do the trick. So I'll be honest with you, I cannot wait till I'm on the job, but I can use this properly. The finish on that is great. That's just a bit of MDF, and that has had the, where's the paint? It's this stuff up. This was really thick. This was like cottage cheese, this Dulux Heritage. I've never used that before. It was just given to me in Brewers as a promotional thing. So I watered that down, and it seemed to spray that really well. And that's just like one coat on an old bit of MDF, and I don't know how much you're picking up there, but it's just really nice, really flat. I've got the two guns. I've got a big one and a small one. I'm going to call that one Ronald, and that one's Nancy. So Ronald and Nancy spray gun. So you probably have to be a certain age to know exactly what that corresponds to. But yeah, I shall be using Ronald and Nancy quite a bit. Mwah. So anyway, stick with me, and I'll show you them at work next time I get a job that I can use them on. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you soon.